All right, so this is part 3 of the Seichin kata, and I'm taking a lot of time to break it up because this kata is it's a difficult one to learn, and so my breaking it up is really sort of an encouragement to you. Take your time, work on each of the techniques. So we've made our turn, we've opened, now we're going to slide forward to a Sanchin thrust. We're going to grab, we're going to pull it back and turn. So again, sometimes I see people demonstrating this kata, pulling on this foot, not the way we do it. They may have a good reason for doing what they're doing, but for us, we pull on the back foot and pull in. Now I'm going to go in this direction, I'm going to do an elbow strike. So again, I'd be going in that direction. When I come out with the elbow strike, same thing, covering, striking with the elbow. This time though, I'm not going to do the back fist. As I pull back, I'm coming to kamae, and I'm going to circle, and boshiken, circle, and nugate. So if I'm as demonstrating going from here, I'm doing the circle elbow, coming up, boshiken, nugate, now I'm going to turn 180 degrees. Okay? As I make that turn, I'm going to keep my hands up in kamae. I'm not going to block until I finish the turn. When I finish this turn, I'm going to do a circle, front kick. Again, bringing that foot up. I do a circle front kick. And now I'm going to turn back to front and do this double rising block again. And this feeling of pulling in, extending out. Pulling in, extending out. Then I'm going to take my hands and drop my right hand on top of my left. Now this movement is very much like the technique in Seichin. I practice one a little bit different, this a little differently than Seichin. For this kata, I push my hands down as I'm stopping a knee strike, and then I'm going to come up. And lots of people practice this kata going from here and then going out. And I don't practice that way. I practice coming here and then circling up. As though I'm driving my hands along my own chest, driving my hands up and coming up underneath the throat, which is up underneath the chin, kind of into the throat. I'm trying to drive this person back. And then, so I come up here, I'm going to drive my knee up and strike. This has this nice sense of pushing, opening, striking. As I strike, as I do these koken strikes, these crane's beak strikes, in order to make sure that I'm focusing correctly, I feel that I have a tendency of feeling this tendency of driving my knuckles into the ground. If my knuckles are going into the earth, it allows me to keep the fingers going in the right direction. Now, again, lots of people practice it. I know I do sometimes with cupping or slapping, and actually that's an okay technique. But for the kata, see if you can get your fingers to drive back into your target. And the target can be here or here, but you want to feel that driving back. As you drive back, you want to keep this extension back as you've got extension forward. Especially now, we're going to go from here. I'm going to turn 180 degrees. So as I turn 180 degrees and I end up here, I'm going to do this circle, and this applies to the Seichin. I want to feel extension back here in order to make sure, which gets me to my center, to make sure I can do this circle. I've got nothing else to support this circle but this tension, this power back here. As I do that circle, I'm going to pause one more time. I swear we'll finish the kata after this. I'm going to pick up the technique that has driven me crazy for over 45 years.